Many games on the front page have a lot of these problems, so watch the whole video if you don't want to make the same mistakes that they do. My name is Time, and today I'll be going over common mistakes that many programmers make on Roblox. So I'll be using examples from popular scripts that I found inside the toolbox in Studio to show a lot of these problems. Starting off, we have wait. Wait is fucking awful and you should never ever use it. It's very inaccurate. Instead, you should use task.wait, or you should create your own timer using delta, which is given to you in the run service functions heartbeat, stepped, and render stepped. To show you just how bad wait is, I made a function to benchmark the time it takes and compared it to task.wait. As you can see from these results, wait took 1.79 seconds, whereas task.wait took less than 1.01. Task.wait is clearly better, so make sure that you're using it. I never, ever want to see wait again. Coming up at number 2, we have pairs. So when you have arrays, you should be using iPairs rather than pairs, since it's significantly faster. This won't work for dictionaries. And again, I'll just show you the difference using my benchmark function. By finding the difference between these numbers and dividing it by the largest one, we can see that the percentage change is around 28.6%. iPairs is a lot faster. I saw a lot of people claiming that the new method in LuaU was faster than iPairs, so I decided to put that to the test, and they seem to be almost identical. Moving on to number 3, we have script count. Now, you have no idea how many times I've been invited to work on a game, either for commission work or as a full-time thing, only to open up the game in Studio and then I see more scripts than I have brain cells left. It genuinely pisses me off. So, to keep things simple, each script runs on a separate thread, and you don't want to make new scripts all the time, especially not for small tasks, since you're adding unnecessary workload. Instead, use a function to do the same thing rather than duplicating the same script again and again. The same thing applies to all code in general, not just scripts. Don't repeat yourself, that's a golden rule for programming. I thought that would be common sense, but apparently not. Next, we have using loops wrong. A very common mistake is people using loops to detect a change or to get the player's character. There are events literally created for these things, and here is the right way to do it. For other events, you also have get attribute change signal and get property change signal. Number 5, indentation.
Holy shit, that's so fucking dumb.
This is self-explanatory. Indents are enabled by default and they exist to make your code actually readable. Use them. Finally, we have memory leak. A lot of programmers don't even know about them, or they don't know how to prevent them. Memory leaks occur when you have things not being automatically garbage collected by Lua as a result of your code. And they're very bad because they will result in very high ping for your players and server lag. Eventually, the players and servers will crash if they're open for too long. This is usually why games shut down their servers every certain amount of time. Memory leaks are most commonly caused by events that aren't disconnected. For example, if you create events for players who then leave the server, make sure you disconnect the events you made, or they will remain in memory where they will build up over time. The most common method I've seen is people putting the events into a dictionary and then looping through it to disconnect all of the events inside when needed. I clean up my events by using an object-oriented made class that I've created, which I can then use for different purposes. If you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, and enjoy the rest of your day. Or your night, I guess.